There's one point I thought I seen the sun a little bit ago, but of course, with the mountains, it's kind of hard to get a good view. Mike, it's headed right towards me. I'm going to stay here, folks, in Hobart. I've got a good view of it when it goes down. If it does, I will be able to report it to you when it happens. Back to you.
Yeah, really low and really strong circulation here with a lot of areas here of rotation. Jeremy, can you pan a little bit off to your right? Can you pan a little bit off to your right here? This is down coming into Hobart right now. Really large circulation, tornado warning in effect. Large circulation, very low to the ground, multiple areas of rotation. There could be tornadoes in that as we speak. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to Max 3. Let's look at the velocities inside of this. And so here's Hobart. Yeah, it's looking more and more tornadic here by the moment on the southeast side of Lone Wolf. So you're in Babs, Jeremy, you're in Babs, Oklahoma. So let's stay with your shot. And the chopper's now coming up. They're going to be hovering on the southern sides of Hobart. Who is? Jeremy, go, Jeremy.
Mike, there's a funnel on the north edge of this wall cloud, and I can't see that it hit the ground, but a funnel off the north edge of the wall cloud.
Yeah, right here.
Right southwest over.
Okay. Some wind damage south of Gage, Oklahoma in Ellis County. Dozen power poles snapped south of Gage in Ellis County. So a little funnel cloud here, and the chopper is on this one as well. Little funnel cloud here. Yeah, right. Little funnel cloud came out right here. You've got a vertical wall here which says the mesocyclone's spinning fast. This is about over Lone Wolf right now is where this is. And this is likely tornado genesis, intermittent tornadoes. They've got a vertical wall here on the northern side of the wall cloud. That indicates some rapid spin, tail cloud coming in above it. So this is dangerous here, Lone Wolf and Hobart. A lot of motion there, a bunch of motion. And it's coming right down the highway toward Hobart right now. Little bitty funnels here constantly are forming and reforming. You look carefully, had a couple right there forming and reforming. This is right on the eastern and southeastern sides of Lone Wolf, heading directly for Hobart. Emily Sutton now is arriving on the scene as well. This is taken from near Babs. Let's go back to Jeremy Carter here live. Jeremy? Okay, let's go over to Max 3 here. And let's look at this particular storm right here. So the velocity here really is getting up to tornado strength right now, and it's heading, can't express enough how dangerous this is now for Hobart. Coming into Hobart here, very large, rapid rotation now, and it's turning right. It's turning right, coming right down the highway. Exceptionally dangerous for Hobart. Hobart, Oklahoma, tornado precautions right now. Interior closet or bathroom, I tell you, violent tornadoes are possible today, and we don't necessarily want to tell you a place that may not be safe in a really violent tornado. So what we're talking about is we prefer storm cellar, basement, safe room, someplace that is really substantial. The chopper is over the airport at Hobart right now. The chopper's over the airport at Hobart. Have him climb just a little bit, and we can probably get his shot out from Hobart. Let's go back to Jeremy Carter. So again, violent tornadoes, you need to ask yourself, where am I going to be safe in the Hobart area if a violent tornado comes through the Hobart area? That's what you need to be asking yourself right now. Where am I going to be safe if a violent tornado comes through Hobart? And you need to know exactly where those places are, and you need to get there right now. You need to get there right now. Dangerous situation. These minutes tick by so fast when these things are developing, and they often come up on you very, very quickly. So where will you be safe if there's a violent tornado coming through the Hobart area? Ask yourself that question. If you're in Hobart right now, if you know friends or loved ones in Hobart, call them. Make sure they are aware. I'm sure they are aware. But this is coming in from Lone Wolf right now into Hobart with a really powerful and large mesocyclone on a day where damaging tornadoes and large tornadoes are possible. Let's go back to Jeremy Carter here live. Jeremy?
Mike, I would say that that meso is trying to consolidate, and it's still right over the mountains there. You can see it, and I'm watching it really close. I've yet to see a touchdown, with my eyes. I'm not saying there ain't nothing there, but it definitely appears, from what I'm seeing, to be kind of reorganizing and getting a better handle on itself.
Okay, appreciate that. We're just going to keep very close track of this. Let's go over to Max 3 and take a look at the wind inside of this. So here it is on the northeast side of Lone Wolf. The rotation has perhaps lessened just a little bit here in just the past couple of minutes. As you see, it got really hot there with really tight rotation in localized areas underneath a big mesocyclone. That was probably the little funnels that we're showing you. 5 southwest of Hobart from ham radio, multiple funnels. That's what we just showed you about 2 minutes ago. So that's, and you can see it, you can actually see it happening right there. You look for the really hot colors inside of the green and the red, right? And you can see the little funnel clouds in mine. Look at that. So here's another live view. So the mesocyclone ever so slightly ramped down, but it may be ramping back up, and it is still heading directly for Hobart. Let's go over to Jeremy Carty looking at it live.
All right, okay. Mike, you see this scud hanging down. It is spinning. It is rising. I do think that the rotation is consolidating and getting better organized. Anyways, it's still just to my northwest. I'm sitting right in the town of Babb. Anyways, I'll be right here, Mike. Back to you.
Yeah, so what we have going on here, so here's Dillard's shot. Here's Jeremy's shot. Let's take Jeremy's shot full. Continue a dangerous situation for Hobart. All right, let's just study this. Jeremy, if you can, turn your windshield wipers off. Turn your windshield wipers off for a minute. So, it looks like the obvious, which is a funnel here. Funnel cloud here may or may not be a tornado. It's almost the half-down rule. If you can, Jeremy, turn your windshield wipers off. And then next to that, we've got this area of rotation here. It's a big area of rotation, and it's heading directly for Jeremy right now. The chopper also coming online. He's over Hobart currently, hovering over the airport. And that looks like a funnel cloud there that may or may not be intermittently touching the ground. Almost the half-down rule on that for the condensate, and there you see it kind of spinning out. Looking at that live there from Jeremy Carter. Jeremy, appreciate that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you got. What do you see?
It appears, Mike, to be lifting back up, that area that was hanging down so low, and kind of cycling out again. But, man, this thing, I've been watching it. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't get its act together any minute again. Back to you.
Okay, appreciate that. So let's go over to the storm tracker right now. Let's go over to the storm tracker, and we'll kind of back out here. So here's all of western Oklahoma right here. And then here's central Oklahoma right here. So here's Highway 81. Here's I-35 right here, Norman, Oklahoma City, Guthrie. So all this is in western Oklahoma right now. A lot of mid-level rotation, a bunch of mid-level rotation. And then we have this one really well-organized, big supercell. It's had a history of producing tornadoes and funnel clouds. And then we have back down to the southwest here, down a little mid-level rotation here near Hollis, and also down south of Mangum right now. But right now,
tornado probabilities earlier, this was the area that actually had a much lower tornado potential than what we saw up to the north. Just
in this shot here for Bob Mills, Sky News 9. So we'll just keep tracking it. We'll let you know at any moment now, because you can see the rotation is that, David, this whole thing is turning. So it's just a matter of time, I believe. Jim Garport live from Bob Mills, Sky News 9. Back to you.
Okay, yeah, no, and Jim, unfortunately, you're probably going to be right. And all right, Willow's in the background right here. He turned on Street Scope, and obviously a product only on News 9. We can lay it on every street, every community. We can zoom in on your house, and I know your phone number. Okay, this thing's amazing. All right, I can tell you who's home or not. And he's putting all the streets in here. These are all these farm roads in southwestern Oklahoma. Area of circulation, there it is. It's big time. It's right here. It's right here. Okay, let's go back to velocity data. I tell you what, let's go to Storm Shield. Let's go to Storm Shield. And here's the hook. Right here, hook's getting a little messy. Hook's getting a little messy right now. Trying to get some rain back in. And there's the area of spin. Right there. We're still out of Frederick, so this is going to be 2 areas. Yeah, right here. There it is.
There's Lone Wolf.
Okay, control room, if you could take Jim out of my ear, that would be awesome. Okay, so Lone Wolf's right there. And this is just to the east of Lone Wolf. Okay, and coming in on Hobart. Coming in on Hobart. Okay, let's go back to southwestern Oklahoma, this next storm down the line. And look at the hook here. Look how really wrapped up. Okay, now this storm down here is not looking as impressive as it was earlier, which is great news. The hook has become more east-west. Still need to watch it. Not saying it's not going to do anything, but it's showing some signs that it's severe, not tornadic. Coming into Mangum, you folks in Mangum, you're going to get another severe storm. The hail in Mangum will not be as big as what you had with this first storm, but it's still pretty big. And then back down towards south of Hollis, another storm there, almost severe. Okay? Okay, let's come back to Oklahoma. Let's come back to the metro, at least show parts of Oklahoma City here. And notice that we have nothing going on in the metro. We are completely clear with nothing happening here in Oklahoma City. These are still hours away to the west of us, okay? Still hours away to the west of us. And again, this activity moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Many, many supercells out here, many, many rotating thunderstorms. All right, but the biggest storm by far is right here. It's coming out of Hobart, and we said Ouachita County, you're in the line of fire, you are. And I want to point out down here, Vaughn's on this storm, and we'll get Vaughn's picture up. This is another tornadic supercell, and this is going to come into Oklahoma. Look at the hook on that. All right, that's going to either eastern Jackson County or Tillman County. You folks in Frederick, Vaughn's there, you need to be watching this, okay? You need to be watching this storm as it comes into southwestern Oklahoma. You need to be watching it. Okay, let's come back north here just a bit. And I see Jim Shot. I don't see anything crazy in Jim Shot right now. This thing is, it's still very strong, still a large storm moving northeast, okay, at 40 miles per hour. Clinton, you're going to get some hail. Weatherford, you're going to get some large hail. And, wow, look at the size of this storm. Other severe storms, I want to point out, coming into Morewood, Elk City, okay, and all of these moving off to the northeast. There we go. My IP went away. Now it came back. Okay. All right, thank you. So there it is. Now coming into Leedy. I'm going to adjust something here on my leg. Do not panic at home. Okay. Okay. Marty Logan Shot. Wow, that's impressive up here. Fort Supply, you need to be thinking about a damaging hailstorm. You need to be thinking about damaging winds and the possibility that this could produce a tornado. Let's go back to Marty here real quick and get an update from Marty Logan. It's headed to Fort Supply. And Marty Logan, we're going to take your shot. Control room, Marty Logan. Marty, give us a quick update on your storm. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got a working cloud here just north of Fargo, rolling, tumbling. No wall cloud that we can really define yet, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this thing. It's headed to my house, to our friends in Fort Supply, maybe skirt the north side of Woodward. So we are getting out ahead of it a little further. We'll turn and take another look at it. David, back to you.
Okay. All right. There you go, Marty. Stay with it. Okay. Let's go back to Storm Shield here. And there it is. There's Marty's storm headed to Fort Supply. This storm's going to miss Woodward, okay? This one is. You got a little storm here going up over Woodward, but right now nothing out of control with that. All right, Marty's on that. We have all these storms covered. Let's come back into western Oklahoma. Another severe storm southwest of Harmon. That's producing some rotation. Going to have some wind and hail with that coming into Harmon here shortly. Big storm over Camargo and Leedy. Darren's right there. Do we have Darren's shot up anywhere?
Yes, right here.
What are you seeing Darren's shot right now?
Yeah, right now Darren's shot,
Okay.
he's driving through the rain.
Yeah.
He's driving through the core, actually. That storm
Okay.
just north of Moore on
Okay.
Highway 34.
Okay, and then Bobby's going to come in. Okay, so Darren, Justin, just to be clear, Darren's going to the west of Leedy storm. Okay, and then Bobby Payne's going to be on the Morewood storm. Okay, all right, and tell Bobby he probably needs to think about going north here sooner than later. Okay, all right, but there's Darren's shot. He's on his way into the storm, all right? Let's get a quick update from him. Darren, go ahead. Give us an update.
Yes, David, I'm 6 miles south of Leedy on 34. Right now, everything is occluded by rain right now. But if one thing I can tell you, I'm starting to get pelted by some little bitty hail, maybe the small marble size. But I think there's a hail core coming up on me, so I'm going to try to peek in there and see what kind of hail size that we're dealing with. Back to you, David.
All right, great job there, Darren. And again, that is a storm that's getting stronger by the minute, okay? That storm continues to really, really ramp up out there. So once again, we have multiple storms going on, many, many storms. And the bottom line is they are all beginning to rotate. We've had that one confirmed tornado. We were tracking it live on the air with that big supercell that was in southwest Oklahoma that is still there, all right? So Darren's in a good spot. He'll be all over this thing. I'll tell you what, let's go back to Storm Shield, control room. And look at the large supercell in southwestern Oklahoma. Val's down there. Here it is. It's now north of Hobart. This is the biggest storm in the state, at least for now. At least for now. It's northwest of Hobart. The hook is. All right, it's going to Cordell, and it's going to Clinton, and it's going to Weatherford. You folks in Clinton and Weatherford, we've been saying it for the last hour and a half, the 2 hours that it's coming your way. Strong area of circulation now. And Val is working his way back to the north. It's kind of pulled away from him a little bit here. Okay, so Val needs to get back north. Let's get an update from Val Castor. By the way, Marty Logan shot. Keep an eye on Marty's shot. This thing is really ramping up. Let's go to Val. Val, that storm moving to the north. Give us an update on what you see. That circulation there is still pretty intense.
Okay, David, you're right. Go ahead and switch to the roof cam real quick. He's got us on here. David, the storm and the circulation now is going to be north of Hobart. And this thing, the old circulation kind of went away, and the new one formed a little bit further up to the northeast, and that's it right there. It's not nearly as organized looking, at least from the base, as it was a little bit earlier, we know, when it had a lot of rotation with it. But it's cycling. I mean, that's pretty much what it's doing right now, cycling. So we expect it to intensify again and rotate hard again. And as you well know, conditions are definitely favorable for tornadoes. Back to you, David.
Yeah, and we've already had that one tornado, at least a couple out of this. We were bringing to you live at 2 o'clock today, straight up. Let's go back to Pathfinder and then Control Room. Get that video ready. I'm going to show you what it looked like at 2 o'clock today. This is the one big mother storm right here that's lifting to the northeast. Cordell, it's coming right through your front door. All right? Cordell. All right, 334. That's when the damaging part, or at least the tornadic part, if it produces a tornado, would be arriving. But it's coming into Cordell right now. Cordell is right now, all right? And it's producing tennis balls to possibly baseball-sized hail. You're going to have other hail sizes mixed in, okay? You're going to have nickels and dimes and quarters and golf balls. But you're also going to have tennis ball and baseball-sized hail, all right, in Cordell. And from there, it's going to ride up to Clinton. It's going to go to Weatherford. All right, so large supercell, rotating supercell, big storm. Big storm. I see where Val is. He's coming in from the south. So that's your storm track. Cordell, 334. Corn, 349. The Water Zoo Park, south sides of I-40, 350. And Clinton downtown, 352. Lucky Star Casino in Clinton at 353. Crowder Lake State Park at 354. Weatherford, 404. And Southwest OSU and Weatherford at 405. Weatherford High School at 406. Weatherford, 4 o'clock. All right, you got the drill here. You know what you're doing. Custer City at about 407. Big storm here. Big storm now that's beginning to get its act together over Elk City. Need to keep an eye on that. Getting its act together, getting stronger. Another storm getting stronger now north of Butler. Another storm west of Leedy. And what does Darren Stevens' shot look like? Okay, nothing yet. I don't want his shot yet. I'm just wanting to see his shot. Okay, so here in Oklahoma City, I want to point out this storm is headed to Watonga. All right, it's headed to Watonga, and it's going to try to head towards Watonga into Blaine County. All right, and northwestern Caddo County. You folks are going to be under the gun as this moves in. And the least you'll get is going to be large hail damaging winds. And I'm not talking about quarters. I'm talking tennis ball to baseball size hail. These are rotating, large, very large storms pushing north. Circulation now over Rocky. Oh, they're going to drop the tornado warning, okay. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that or not. I'm going to say I wouldn't do that. If I live in Cordell, I'm thinking about going to my safe spot. I'm thinking about going to my tornado spot, okay?